Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
Let's fucking go, baby!
We are back! Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport here on a hump day and the day after a Ranger 4-3 victory over the Washington Capitals at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers taking a 2-0 lead, heading to Washington for a Game 3 on Friday. The buzz is through the air in the city. The Knicks up 2-0 as well.
Hell yeah,
the Yankees
dude.
with a win yesterday too. And the one last thing we needed, Tony, what happened?
The Mets did not win, dude.
Yeah, I tried though, honestly. Like it was there for the taking. Standalone, end of the night.
It was,
Yeah.
Sevy, I guess, gave it maybe a little too many runs, no offense
Really,
to
the
boot,
offense,
dude.
the last three has been the problem.
Yeah, it's been tough, dude. I think
Yeah.
they had like 9 hits, though. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
But obviously, so excited, about the Rangers. So excited to go to the Yankee game later. A little Arthur Ave as well. So we're excited
That's
about
sick.
that. Everybody's already jacked up in the comments. We appreciate everybody holding on. Just had a little running around to do before the show. So my bad with the little late start. But we appreciate the faithful that is here as
Hell
always.
yeah, dude. That's right. Kev Dew at 10:01 specifically was hot in here with a fat let's go.
Let's go!
We want the smoke. Let's go Rangers. Let's go Knicks. Hashtag TCA, hashtag DTV, hashtag Sportsport. Crazy. The Garden. Back-to-back games, Rangers, Knicks, the wins, dude. It's got to be electric, dude, in the city right now.
I don't know, but I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder when the last time that happened.
Literally, can't even tell you, dude. 94.
It's both up, but they were both
Up
up
2-0. No, I don't think so,
Yeah,
actually.
no,
Yeah.
Up 2-0. I mean, I know it's the first round, but still up 2-0 for both is pretty impressive.
Fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Matthew Gabriel in the house saying, Kev Dew, let's go, dude. The Rangers, boys, keep it rolling into Game 3. Kev Dew saying, what up to Matty G, Josh B, hashtag let's fucking go Rangers. That is all he says. Hashtag TCA, hashtag Sportsport, hashtag DTV. Saying, what up to Matty G as well. Matthew, hyped. Josh, me boy. He's asking, what's up? If I had to guess, dude, Matthew Gabriel, is he working right now, you think?
Oh, yeah, at the Y, because he's got his 62 at the Y.
That's right.
Probably lunch break coming up in a little over an hour and a half. Maybe a quick walk.
Maybe some yogurt.
Some almonds.
Definitely.
Some almonds.
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
Oh, yeah, the Ezekiel toast, dude.
Yes.
So good.
And I'm definitely excited. I was talking to him more when we went to the game last week, but he's giving me some good ideas, for like eating different stuff,
There we go,
just
dude.
been good, just having the RX, and it's just like, you're probably better off the natural stuff, the berries, Matthew, he knows
dude.
all about that.
Stay away from red meat, Brian.
I really appreciate it, though, because he's always with the fitness stuff. I mean, it's like the value of Matthew, besides the fact that he's, of course, one of my best friends, but the fact that he's literally like, anytime I want, like personal trainer, fitness. I mean, really, I mean, I really appreciate it. I'm saying,
no, it's great because something like that you just don't know. You need someone who knows
the value of that, Tony. I mean, I might have to start paying him a salary. Honestly.
Wow, dude! But he would love that, dude.
But yeah, all good stuff there. And obviously we were saying, Josh, Kev in the building. We're gonna see them 1 week from tomorrow. How crazy is that?
Kind of ridiculous, dude. Getting our travel plans down. Hyped for it,
Josh.
dude.
Fuck the LIR. We're tight. All right. But I guess technically we will be taking the LIR from Publicans, right? That's
Publicans,
Publicans to City Field, the tailgate. That is going to be a day. And I was thinking about this in the car because, I was listening to the Open because the last couple of days, just so much to do, getting up at 5 and I'm in the car before the show even starts. DNR. And I was just thinking to myself, if I'm able to like talk to Dave, I kind of just want to ask him about like the whole like Met Yankee thing about like if like what's behind like you know what I mean, if that's a thing, because that's how I see it,
Right.
which is Mets fans in general like going for the Yankees when they're like in disrespect. I'm just curious what he's gonna say. I mean, will be kind of an interesting answer. Honestly.
Yeah, it will be very interesting, dude. I'm sure you'll get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, I really hope so, honestly, because that would be great. It was great talking to him last time at the Jets game. So let's go. Let's go. Definitely very excited. And like you said, Tony, so much to get to. And as we always do on a Wednesday, let's start with the golf, huh? We do have the Zurich Classic here of New Orleans, and really a tournament, like no other. Okay, for a second I was frozen.
Yeah, I think that's my computer.
But a tournament like no other, just in terms of, it's a complete team outing. So groups of 2 here. So that's something different. And I was kind of, alluding to, Tony, that I kind of don't like it just because, I don't know. It just, I like I almost think about it as myself when I'm playing. Like, I want to know my individual score. Obviously, this is different. These guys are professionals. And I think you were saying, Tony, you do like it. You do like the change up for 1 week here.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it has a different aspect. I guess to this tournament that they're paired up. They're working in doubles here, which I think is kind of cool. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like in a sport like golf, which may seem a little monotonous at some points, I think for other viewers, this is like kind of mixes up. It just adds a different element.
What do you think, though, Mike?
I think it makes it more competitive. I feel like you can't run away with it as easily. So I feel like every time, like, this is due to be obviously close, maybe a couple playoff holes. I don't know, but
yeah, no, I get.
I think the pairing makes it automatically way more competitive because I feel like you just can't run away with it as easy.
Yeah, no, that is true. We'll go over the pairings here. Just wanted to first start with kind of the course details here. I believe TPC Louisiana, Avondale, a suburb southwest of New Orleans.
Wow.
The tournament actually started in 1938, but I believe the team format only starting in 2017. So if you think about the history since then, that year, Cameron Smith, Jonas Blixt won at 27 under in a playoff over Scott Brown and Kevin Kisner. Billy Horschel, who just won the alternate event this week, teamed up with Scott Piercy in 2018 to win at 22 under, 1 shot clear of Jason Duffner and Pat Perez. 2019, you had John Rahm and Ryan Palmer, 26 under, 3 shots clear of Tommy Fleetwood and Sergio Garcia. Nothing in 2020. Mark Leishman and Cameron Smith. And obviously that was Cam Smith's second title in a playoff over Oosthuizen and Schwartzel. 2022, Patrick Cantley and Xander Schauffele. 29 under par, 2 shots clear of Billy Horschel and Sam Burns. Last year, Nick Hardy, Davis Riley, 30 under par, a tournament record here. 2 strokes clear of the Canadians, Adam Hadwin and Nick Taylor. And I believe a couple comments coming in here. A couple by Yanni saying Yankees jerseys with the names on the back are a crime, Barnes. And who wears a long sleeve shirt that doesn't match underneath? Shake my head. Well, I think the thing that you're not seeing here, Alani, is the fact that, okay, this morning started out a little colder. So, I mean, by the time I even get off the train to go to Arthur Ave this afternoon, I will probably have my sleeves rolled up or switch to a t-shirt. So it was just kind of the early going. And honestly, your guy, Tony, told me it was good to differentiate myself with the colors. So kind of opposite opinions here. Honestly, no offense taken. To me, honestly, just looking at it myself, I almost think it's like a little crazy. What are your honest thoughts?
I mean,
full transparency. I'm not going to be offended.
It doesn't match.
The
end of the day, it doesn't match.
Right.
It just doesn't match. Like, it's not that it looks bad. It's a nice color shirt. Like, it's a nice shirt. It's just the two things don't match. Nice jersey, nice shirt. You can't just put everything that's nice together.
Yeah.
But like, I get it though. If you're doing stuff in the morning, you need a long sleeve, and now
Right.
you're going to, like you were saying, that probably
Tony's on the verge of cracking up over
that's
there.
not even that's not even gonna make it to the game.
10, dude.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I think that it's another color. It's a different shade of blue. I guess you could argue. I do agree with the
that's like green.
teal. Yeah, I guess
Teal.
it's blue green.
I
Yeah.
guess.
I do agree with the no names in the jerseys, though. I think
Yeah.
that's
I don't know. It's just like I think my next jersey I'll get it, but at the same time, it's like I'm not gonna burn these jerseys now. And I don't know. I don't think it's just being real. It's like I don't know. For me, it doesn't. To me, it feels like it doesn't matter. Like anything Yankee is gold to me.
right.
Yeah,
No, I
it'd be
agree.
cool, but I mean, I don't know. I think the no names is just
No,
something
it's
about it.
better. But I'm saying, do you think it's like this huge like ordeal that it's like embarrassing or something?
I mean, it's a big enough deal. Well, no, it's not embarrassing, but it's a big enough deal for me where I'll never get the name on the back just because I'd rather have the no name.
Yeah, and I feel like going forward, I will do that. I think just honestly, before Lonnie brought it to my attention, I never even really thought about it.
Wow.
It was just kind of like, oh, I want to get this person's jersey. Great. And then Lonnie keeps going here. Holy crap, a New Yorker told you that. I'm sure his mom dressed him in Tommy matching.
My mother did.
He looks horrendous. Stop.
Oh my
The
God,
color
dude.
coordination is way off. So that's kind of interesting. But like I said, I'm not offended. I kind of, thought about it going forward. I also am always about comfort at the end of the day. And I just feel like, there's certain shirts that are more comfortable than others. And I'm all for comfort. But now I'm definitely having second thoughts. Luckily, too, I was just thinking about this. I mean, I have to go home before I go to the train anyway. So we're in the clear.
Yes, you are in the clear. I really don't think it matters that much.
No,
I
but
think any undergarment like beneath a jersey, it's fair game because you're wearing the jersey. It doesn't have to match.
No, I know.
And I know, Lonnie's big on matching, and I am, again,
I've never had style. Honestly, that's fine. I've just always been like, what's comfortable? I don't care. Sometimes it's hard to match, but I get what you're saying. And like aesthetically, it definitely looks better to match. But to me, it was just
no big deal.
Yeah. And he says, Barge, I'm fucking with my guy. So of course, Lonnie, of course. But that is kind of funny. But still, next time, hit me up. I'll let you know how to swag it out, even in the cold. And then also, I missed up the top here. Bernie saying, morning, fellas. Let's go. Kid
Let's
go! Kid
Yeah, I'm surprised Kev isn't talking shit about your shirt here.
Yeah. It seems like it's differing opinions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just it's
So are you gonna go different long sleeve when you go home? Are you gonna change it?
Like I'm torn because it's like I just don't want to be warm, and it's still going to be almost 70. I don't know if you guys realize.
69.
By the way, Tuesday, of course, searching. Tuesday is going to be 80. I don't know if you noticed.
Whoa,
that.
dude!
Ooh.
I did not.
Yeah, so that's kind
hot.
of crazy.
That's really hot.
So what's the deal for? Let's see, the second.
Hot on a $2
Let's see here. So
Yeah, I wonder where you'll be.
okay, so
I'll
62,
cuddling, watching
which
anything but you.
is kind of Tony weather, and especially in fact too, 1 o'clock game. I'm sure that we'll be at the apex, if that even makes sense. Does apex make sense?
Yeah, it is.
In terms of temperature,
In terms of the heat, yes, that is the correct word, dude.
And then he says, change the
whole fit,
please.
Jesus.
I think the shorts are a little tough.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because they're a light color and you're wearing a white
But
jersey.
again, it's the comfort thing. I have other shorts.
They look comfortable.
Darker.
Yeah.
But they're a little tight.
I think
And,
the
maybe
shorts look is fine.
that's on me. That's why we have Matthew here to help me out with that. But I guess I'm fully changing when I go home. For the trade, so.
I'll just start your day over when you go home.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there was something else I was going to mention, but now I just don't remember. And we were talking
Zurich Classic.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just do the power rankings here. Obviously, you see by the scores, of course, it's 2 players going. So that makes the scores lower, but they are very up there in terms of under par. So power rankings, you got Cantley and Xander going out again, winners 2 years ago. Sahith Theegala and Will Zalatoris, Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin, who were runner-up last year, Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry, Colin Morikawa, Kurt Kitayama, Tom Hoagie and Maverick McNeely, the Fitzpatricks, Matt and Alex Fitzpatrick, Nikolai Hogard and Rasmus Hogard, so the 2 Hogards getting together for this one. Taylor Moore and Matthew Neesmith, Corey Connors and Taylor Pendrith. Those were the top 10 on PGAtour.com. So these things are so finicky, just with the 2 players and stuff. So it's really anybody's guess here. I mean, I'm sure no one picked Hardy and Riley to win last year, and that's why they're not even in the top 10 on PGAtour.com. But that being said, if you want to take a stab at it, fellas, winner, sleeper, what are we thinking here?
I think for the winner, honestly, I'm gonna pick the Fitzpatrick boys.
Okay.
They're at plus 2,800 in the odds here. Again, I just feel like in this type of dynamic, this type of tournament, playing with your brother, I think that's kind of sick. I want to say I think either one of the 2 brother groups are gonna win. I love that, dude.
Yeah, the Hogarths is interesting as well.
Hogarths is very interesting, but I like Matt Fitzpatrick a lot. I think he's due to have like a good tournament by himself too, and hopefully that'll elevate his brother. And I guess for a sleeper, I don't know. I mean, I kind of like where was it? I saw Thomas Dietrich McIntyre as my sleeper.
All right,
let's go, Dietrich, the German man. Really appreciated his, effort 2 weeks ago, I think.
And McIntyre is actually up and coming. Robert McIntyre.
Yeah, I remember you talking about him. I think
he was leading at the
last
Open
week. Yeah, okay, the Open. Yeah,
he was right up there. Robert McIntyre. I think he played in the Ryder Cup as well. Probably in his early 20s.
Let's freaking go, dude.
What do you think, Domek?
So I'm gonna make a serious prediction here. I mean, I'm gonna go with the
what do you mean a serious prediction?
Well, because I feel
you think my predictions weren't serious?
No, that's nothing to do with that. All I'm saying is that if I want Joel Damon to win, so I'm gonna pick him, but I'm not gonna pick him because he's not gonna win. So I'm gonna go with Thigala. I think their group is gonna win, and if I were to pick a sleeper, my sleeper's always gonna be if Joel's in the field, my sleeper's always gonna be.
Who's
Joel.
he playing with?
Who?
Right, hold on, I saw him. Nope, I saw him while you're right here.
Oh, Mitchell. Dahmen?
You mean Keith Mitchell and Joel Damon?
Joe Damon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you said, Joel.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Joel.
Wait, go to the. That's Heem and Kim, right? Above that, 2 above that.
Yes.
Click on that. I just want to make sure. It's got to be Doug.
I don't
Heem
know why
and,
they
and
don't
Tom Kim.
Yeah, I don't know
the full name.
Maybe because it's early. I don't know
I saw
why,
another Kim, but I think that's got to be it. So I'm gonna go do the Heem and Kim. I don't know if that was done on purpose, like a rhyming thing.
Heem Kim.
But yeah, Heem and Kim. And then let's see, sleeper wise here. I feel like we keep going down there. There was somebody that I just saw here.
Billy Horschel.
Who's he playing
Bo
with?
Hostler. Jason Alexander? No. Who's Scott Alexander? Anyone?
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Keep going. Keep going here.
Highsmith?
No.
David Lipsky?
Martin Lard.
Gary Woodland.
Yes,
with
that's
Lee
that's
Hodges.
actually what I was gonna do because obviously Gary Woodland, the good story, the brain cancer and surgery and all that. The fact that he's even playing golf at this point is remarkable. So him and Lee Hodges, my sleeper. Heem and Kim. It's been a while since we've seen that dominant Tom Kim that we saw last year.
Yeah.
And we forget too. I mean, what's he? 21 years old, 22. So much ahead of him, such a bright future. So this is an interesting event. We'll have to see what happens. But we'll get underway tomorrow. I believe this is and I think it's an NBC outfit. Let's see.
I believe it is as well. NBC Golf Thursday, 3:30 p.m.
There we go, Tony.
Are you going to that? Are you working that event?
I am working that event. That's why they gave me the polo, obviously.
Gotcha.
Fresh golf polo on.
I just want to get the official times here for this. Okay. Oh no, but that, of course, give me around 1.
By the way, Aaron's such in the house says, "Someone get Domek a coffee. Kid looks like a zombie."
Wow, late
Dude,
night last night?
No.
Well, we know exactly what he was doing last night.
No, it was not a late night. It went to bed around. Stop.
Hey, Riley, at least, this guy, all I'm going to say is this guy knows what he's doing. Let's just leave it at that.
Went to bed at 12:30. I did have an 8 a.m. today.
Somebody really liked that one.
8 a.m. today. Religion class today.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm ready to go, though.
Professor Kim.
Professor Kimberly. I got to help her move later.
I'm
I'm ready to go, though. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm pumped.
You seem a little tired.
No, dude, I'm good. Stop.
You just look over. He's just like,
No, dude, come on. I'm good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. We're talking golf. We're going to talk sports. What are we talking about?
Oh, by the way, this is not NBC. This is CBS. So Jimmy Nance will be on the call here with Immelman. But Thursday, Friday, Golf Channel 3:30, 6:30, 12:45 to 2:45. Golf Channel Saturday, Sunday 3 to 6 on CBS. PGA Tour live starting at 8 a.m. On Thursday, 9:15 on Friday, 9 on Saturday, and 10:30 on Sunday. I don't know if I've ever seen 4 days of PGA Tour live being all different times.
Yeah, kind of crazy, dude.
And then let's see, Bernie Kick Boulders, Domac, what good my guy.
Kev, dude, what's up, dude?
And then sorry, Michael, good morning as well from Lonnie. And then he also says the golf talk is making us both tired, Mike. But I don't think he realizes that you're a big golf fan. So
yeah, huge golf fan.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Lonnie?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Anyhow, yeah, that's really what we got. But it's kind of interesting. Before we know it, we're going to be at Valhalla. I mean, we're only a few weeks away.
Kind of crazy, dude.
And we'll be at the Horseshoe for that, which will be exciting.
Amazing.
Plus, Game 4 Rangers. That is going to be kind of nuts on Sunday.
Unbelievable.
That I love when we're timed out with these games.
Mhm.
I mean, it's the best. Like,
I know
the live stream of the game.
And the 7 o'clock start on both ends, dude.
No, I think it's 8 o'clock on Sunday. Check that.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I'm almost positive.
Is that kind of better?
Yeah, because I'm trying. Oh, because last week we actually started at 7:30, so we do
8 o'clock. That's right.
I think 7:30 might be good because then we can kind of do like the weekend synopsis for like a half hour.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that is going to be dope.
Fire, dude. That is dope.
Yeah. So that's really that. But let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So the Yankees fortunately getting back in the win column last night, 4-3 over the Oakland A's. Obviously, going into this one, was expecting a more dominant result, more offense. But at the end of the day, Monday's game left such a sour taste in all of us Yankee fans' mouths that to just get a win was nice. To go to 16-8, and listen. Hasn't been a perfect start up to this point, but 16-8 is 16-8. And starting the season, that's what we all wanted. And let's be real too. It's all about the postseason. So this regular season, of course, you have to qualify for the postseason, which is not going to be an issue, but it's just about feeling yourselves out and seeing what needs to be done, how you get to be the best in time for October. That's for sure. And the Yankees, we had talked about the offense struggling, getting shut out on Monday, which is just unfathomable, Tony. But it did happen. And fortunately, the Yankees, after Marcus Stroman giving up a 2-out double to Seth Brown, scoring Brent Rooker, gave the A's a 1-0 lead. The Yankees came to bat and had some success here, which was nice to see because we had really seen them struggle early on in the game. Seems like a lot of their offensive damage was done in the middle to latter innings. But you start out here, first inning, after Volpe grounded out, you had a Juan Soto single to set the tone. And then Aaron Judge finally, coming back from the dead here, doubled down the line, literally right over the bag, hit off the padding, on that the fence there. So that made it second and third, nobody out. And then Giancarlo Stanton with an absolute rope to center, scoring Judge and Soto. So that made it 2-1 Yankees. And then Anthony Rizzo comes to the plate. And what do you know? A 3-2 home run to right center, 385 feet. So we hope to see more of that as the season progresses here. So that scores Giancarlo, makes it 4-1. And believe it or not, for the Yankees, that was their only offense of the game. Stroman did give up a couple solo home runs, one to Langoliers in the second, and then one to it had been so long since you had done that, Tony.
Yeah, it really has been, dude.
One
That's
to
crazy.
Butler in the fourth, but other than that, The Yankees pitching between Stroman and the bullpen keep the A's at bay.
Don't eat that,
Stroman's line, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, but 9 strikeouts. Good enough to pick up his second win of the season. And if you look at the bullpen for the Yankees here, once again answering the call, Ron Marinaccio coming in the 6th inning, scoreless. And then following him, you also had Caleb Ferguson throw a scoreless inning as well. Dennis Santana coming in with 1 out in the 8th to get 2 crucial outs. And his ERA sits at 5.06, but he has got some big outs for us. He just unfortunately has had a couple outings where he just hasn't had it. And then Clay Holmes has been one of the best closers in the league this year, 9 for 9 in save opportunities with 2 strikeouts. So at the end of the day, you can't complain about that. You wanted more offense, and I think I will see that in person tonight. I hope. I better. But
or what, Brian?
So Stroman, 2.93 ERA so far this year. And then you look at Marinaccio, who didn't start this season on the active roster. His ERA is at 1.80, so you love to see that. Ferguson and Santana's ERAs are bloated, but they're guys that for right now are going to be crucial parts of this bullpen until Tommy Kahnle and Lou Trevino come back. And then you love to see that out of Uncle Clay. I think the first couple of appearances, there was a couple questionable outings, but last night was as good as it gets. And I know both of you guys have seen it with Clay Holmes. You can tell usually when he gets a first pitch strike, he kind of just goes from there. Like you could tell when he's dialed right from the jump. And when he is, they usually don't hit him.
Yeah, no, they didn't touch him last night. I tuned in right at the end for the last inning because I saw it was getting close. I was like, all right, let me tune in and see how they put this away. And Clay Holmes looked dialed.
So, nice to
dude. It was really the at bats here. Phenomenal
good location. Even
great
that ball,
location,
that's
dude.
Right there. I think one pitch was just a little out, that sweeper at 83 miles an hour there. So great to get the win. Kind of a reset for today. And the whole thing is, we just need the offense going. That's for sure. And at least it was nice to get it in the first inning. I think we definitely are going to see more of it. So, I mean, anything different kind of from what my thoughts are here, Domac, being the fellow Yankee fan you are. I mean, obviously these first 2 games with the A's, we expected different results, but after such a terrible performance on Monday, definitely felt good to just get a win and then kind of move on from there.
Yeah, for sure. Get a win today, felt good. Or yesterday, felt great. And then, like I've been saying, when you give up 3 runs, I feel like those are all winnable games. I feel like putting up 4 in the first inning really helps Stroman, so that like when he gives up things like a 1 home run here or another home run there, it helps him still stay dialed in. So when you give him that type of padding to start the game, especially even in the first inning when he didn't pitch too well, he probably felt maybe not even rattled. He probably felt some type of way coming back in from the top of the first inning. So to get those runs in the first inning probably really helped him. And I honestly think if they didn't score those runs, it might have been a worse outing for Stroman, because I feel like he would have been thinking a little too much. And we might have lost this game just because I think it might have got away from us.
Yeah, no, it is something, the correlation to scoring first for the Yankees. It seems like it's almost like they have a perfect record when they score first, almost, especially a couple runs in the first inning. I mean, obviously that doesn't happen.
Their opening day record before this one was like every time they hit a home run and scored first on opening day, the Yankees over the last like 10 years, something like that, they've won the game. And then every time they haven't won.
They haven't won. Yeah. But yeah, and like I said, I know there's some stuff to clean up, but am I wrong to say that for, the way the offense looks, I mean, that's really the big concern. I think pitching, bullpen, starting and relievers have been good. That you're 16-8 and you feel like you really haven't hit the way you should. I mean, isn't that a good thing or no?
Yeah, because I think the bats are it's going to take a little bit. The season just started. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take them a little bit longer, especially when it gets warmer out. I feel like they'll be hitting a little better. And I feel like also you got to look around the league. And I feel like the teams that were supposed to be, also at the top with us, I feel like are playing not as good as they should. Like, for example, the Dodgers. So when you look around and you see that we're still 16-8 and there's other teams I feel like clearly have maybe a couple little issues here and there, and ours is just hitting, which is going to come.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, me too. And really, I mean, me and Tony over the last couple of years have talked a lot about litmus tests. And after this A series, you go to Milwaukee for 3, then you go to Camden Yards for 4. Those are 2 teams that the Brewers are in first place, the Orioles are neck and neck with us right now. So that's going to be your test. And like I said, I think it's just last night was a building block, and I would expect. I mean, obviously, you never know, but I would expect a more sound game from them today. One that really shouldn't be in doubt. And also too, you saw the way they opened the season against Houston. I think with these road games against quality teams, I feel like they almost play better against the better teams.
They play up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
So let's see what happens. Tonight's game, 7:05. We get Clark Schmidt on the hill. He's opposed by Joe Boyle, who has a 7.23 ERA. He's from O'Fallon, Missouri. If you could give me the geography on O'Fallon.
Heard of O'Fallon, Missouri. But he absolutely popped last time out against Cleveland. 7 earned runs over 6 innings.
Cleveland, who can't hit water falling out of a boat. So let's go. Like first inning again. Let's go.
Dude.
And I think too, listen, it was only hit of the game, but Judge getting that double in the first, I think that is can go a long way for his confidence. Nice to see G square that one up as well. So I just think we can build off that, and tonight should be a night where you see them score 7-8 runs.
No, I think after the first 2 games, last game, try and win the series, then they're going to come out swinging. And I think, I could definitely see a 7-8 run, maybe 8-1 kind of game, especially with the pitcher that they're going up against. Never heard of him before.
Yeah.
Joe Boyle, dude. Sounds like
what are we talking about?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. So let's build from there. And I just can't wait to get to the stadium.
I have a superstition though. I think it's a big part. Do you have a good record when you go to watch the games? Because if you have a bad record, they're not going to win today.
So, the season just started, but
I mean all time. All time.
All time. I mean, I'm definitely. If I had to guess, I probably have a 65-70% winning.
Because I know a couple buddies that I have. They go on and they do not win when they show up.
Yeah.
The games they go, I know they're not going to win.
But
what is that?
How do you really correlate that?
Because it's just a little superstition. Because it's really odd how all of a sudden they'll go to a game and they lose and they have a one in front of them. For me, I have a pretty good win percentage too. I think I don't really sit there remember seeing the Yankees lose that much.
But my whole thing is though. Listen, I know everybody has their superstitions, but if the people playing, not that it would make a difference how they play anyway, but if they have no idea that you're even at the game, why would it make any difference?
You're bringing a vibe. You're bringing a certain kind of
vibe.
But
I think the vibe I'm bringing is, let's go Yankees! how is that a bad vibe?
That's why you have a 70% win percentage. That's why.
These guys are
unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. Hitting the hashish before?
These guys are just kind of, just going to watch the game. They're not really true fans, you know what I mean? And that's why they don't have good win percentages.
That's too bad.
You think Sharon was tight about the Let's Go Yankees or no?
No. Sharon's not even here. There's no way, dude.
I think it kind of woke you up. I saw you yawning. 5.5. That's it.
Yeah, probably. I guess.
I probably honestly had close to that. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting used to just getting up at 5 now.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, I guess. I don't know. This morning was weird, dude. I woke up and my alarm didn't go off, or maybe I shut it off and didn't realize. But I woke up 20 minutes after my alarm. I was like, oh my God, did I not even set my alarm last night? Sometimes I don't, sometimes you forget by the time you get home, you just lay in bed and fall asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I always forgot to charge my phone. Woke up my phone at 6% today.
Nice.
That was brutal.
Yeah, I hate when I do that. But sometimes, even though it's literally it's on my nightstand, the plug is literally ready.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired.
I don't want to.
Don't do it.
Or if I'm laying the other way, I'm not turning around, go plug it in.
So ridiculous.
Any coffee for you this morning, Johnny?
No coffee.
Michael delivering or no?
I don't know. Maybe I don't expect it.
I feel every time I'm here, I see someone bringing you a coffee.
Literally, yeah. Normally, it does normally happen, but again, I don't expect it. So, when it does happen, it's obviously.
But either way, you're gonna get one yourself if it wasn't delivered after the show or no?
Well, I'm teaching today, so I'll probably maybe get a coffee at Shoe.
Yeah.
At that point.
At Einstein's?
No. They have in the teacher's lounge.
Oh.
Wait, but don't you have? Isn't there a a Keurig thing here or no?
There's an espresso machine here.
Espresso machine.
Maker,
But you don't have the pods or something?
Well, you got to get coffee grinds and makes espresso. It's just espresso. It doesn't make actual
Espresso.
coffee.
And you're
So
tired
you
of
don't want to
espresso.
make it.
Well, it is a lot to do, and it is also like then you got like I guess I would do a shot
Wait, but
of
it's not
espresso.
Nespresso like
No,
where
it's
you just
espresso. It's an espresso machine.
but there's not just pods like you just buy the pods, put it in, done. Like you have to actually fill like
No, it's like you
grind
put it in, put the grinds in, you flatten it. It's like a little, and you put it in the thing, and then it dribbles out. It's like an actual
okay.
little espresso machine.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's dope, dude. Definitely
Honestly, you
something
never
that's
use it. You don't even utilize it.
We have it in the past before.
Not enough.
No, I think what
Definitely not enough.
yeah,
but
is or you don't really like iced coffee, actually, right? You like hot coffee. Even
I'm
in the
not going to
summer?
Cumberland Farms,
I'm
dude.
not
I'm
talking
not
about
going
Cumberland
to-
Farms, dude. But I'm saying you should just get the homemade iced coffee thing that you just put in the fridge and then
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I definitely should do. I
it's
definitely should
like
do that, dude.
I literally buy 7 bags of coffee from Costco at a
Mm.
time and just make that every day. And just every morning it's
Yeah, it just
made,
sits in
it's
the fridge,
ready,
yep.
it's
Yeah.
done. And I literally like fill up the whole thing. Like I don't think you're supposed to do that, but the whole thing, honestly. And have it black too.
I should
And
look
I
into
actually
it,
I
dude.
never mind it. I don't know. I feel like it's like, I'm literally a little tired in the morning. Like it feels like kind of like good on the drive in, honestly.
Oh, I bet. I
Like
bet
I
it
usually
does, dude.
like fill this all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Just slug
Hammer it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's kinda
Wired,
nice.
dude.
Let's go. I know it was a tough one, Tony, in San Francisco last night. What happened?
Nothing good, I guess, in San Francisco. I mean, we alluded to it, the lack of hitting. I think we're not actually not even hitting, scoring, I would say. But almost like what you were saying with the Yankees, no scoring in the beginning of the game here. Seemed like a pitcher's duel between Webb and Severino. But it all kind of went downhill around the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th. The Giants, they get the scoring off early. I believe it was I think Chapman walked to lead the inning off. And then Severino back-to-back hits, Estrada and Conforto. And then Estrada, the other Estrada,
Who's the other
actually no, there's no
Estrada?
other.
Yes,
it must have been
Tyro
Bailey.
Estrada. He used to be on the Yankees.
This must be wrong. I have been noticing this with ESPN too, where they get like mix up the names for baseball. Because look at this. It says Estrada single to left. Conforto scored. Estrada went to second. Chapman to third. It must have been.
No. That makes sense. Because they're saying Conforto scored, so they probably threw the ball.
Oh,
home
wait,
and
you're
then
right. They did. They threw the ball home.
Yes.
And then, that's right. That's right. Now I do remember. And then after that, Yastrzemski, another hit, single to center, which scored Chapman. Which, by the way, I totally forgot that Chapman was on the Giants, like until the Mets play them.
And of course, he's hitting like
Of course,
220.
he's hitting really well.
No, he's not.
No, against the Mets, I'm saying.
Wait.
Like the first 2 games, dude.
Really?
Yeah. 2 hits this game, I think.
Oh,
We had 1
one
hit
hit.
this game, 2 hits last game.
Oh, okay, but
So he's got
overall,
3 hits in 2 games. He's about
been
227.
terrible.
Not good, but still, again, against the Mets
The
now
Mets,
he's hitting.
Yeah.
And then Wade Jr. doubles to left to score Yastrzemski, and just like that,
5-0
5-0
after 7.
after 7. So I mean, and it was so tough too because they obviously after 6 they pull Severino, who kind of had a bounce back 6th inning. But, again, obviously not putting him out there for the 7th, but then you throw out Drew Smith there.
Ooh, yeah. But I mean, if you
3
didn't
hits,
hit, it
turned
didn't
runs.
matter.
Yeah, I know.
But you're kind of alluding to you would have let him start the 7th, Sevy.
I probably would have, honestly.
But you think it was like Mendoza? Well, I guess Aaron Boone doesn't do this, but I was thinking like, Mendoza's just thinking, I want Drew Smith to have a clean inning. I don't want to have to like come in with like runners on and stuff.
Right. It's definitely tough. And then honestly, again, it's not that bad because you have 5 runs as a team. I suppose it's not terrible. But then you get absolutely nothing going on offense. And it's funny because you get 9 hits as a team. You get 9 team hits, which it's not like you were striking out. Like you had players that were hitting. Marte went 3 for 4, Alonso 2 for 4, McNeil 2 for 4. But you just had no like opportunities running scoring position. And when you did have it, you were 1 for 7 in that. You left 8 men on base. You just could not string along hits. It just seemed like in the lineup. Like again, imagine if Lindor was hitting.
Oh my God.
You probably would have scored. Probably would have been a 3 RBI night for him, dude.
Killing you, batting 3rd.
Yeah, and hitting 170. Atrocious, dude. So I think, again, at this point, this is probably, Lindor started to heat up in terms of his bat against the Dodgers. Even the previous series too, against the Braves, he was hitting kind of well. But obviously at this point, I think if I'm Mendoza, I got to put him somewhere else, dude.
Yeah.
Like move up McNeil then, I guess, or move up DJ Stewart.
I don't know.
Even.
Joe Torre back in the day used to do this. Like, if somebody's struggling, put him in the 2 hole, and like, I don't know. Just like have maybe Alonso bat behind him, or you think no? Because like I'm saying, because like Alonso's coming up, they
Right.
don't want to walk Lindor, so
Yeah.
they're gonna throw him better pitches. I don't know.
I guess so. But I mean, like you want us what?
Just put Marte.
Put Marte.
I know he's hitting 305, but I don't know.
He's been hitting really well, actually, dude.
Or put Nimmo at the bottom right now, or just move him down. You know?
Yeah.
You know, why not put Marte? He's been getting on base. Okay, lead off.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I like that. So you, dude, your boy.
Your boy.
Dude, it's like this kid calls every morning.
Yeah,
Every
that
morning.
was one
Gavin.
of the
Yeah,
cracks.
this is the guy, dude.
Yes.
This is
Every
the guy.
morning.
What do you want to do? You want to put him on the show and yell at him?
No.
What does he want?
He doesn't even deserve it. He doesn't
What
even
does he
deserve
want?
it.
Does he want you to come change his diaper?
No, he's probably gonna ask you, you want to go to the gun store today? That's all he wants to do. He just wants to go and just buy guns. That's all he does.
That's cool, dude.
Now, Tony, you saw like a decent amount of this or no? This game?
No,
Or you
dude.
just saw some
The
highlights?
9:45 starts kill me, dude. Yeah.
9:45
The reason I
start
was
is insane for
asking, and
baseball.
I was kind of just checking the box score because I have Severino on a couple of my fantasy teams.
Mhm.
He got off to that good start. Was it 4? Yeah, 4 scoreless innings.
Yeah, 4.
And then Boomer was talking about it too. I think Boomer and Gio this morning. And he was saying overall he thought he like pitched well. I mean, obviously you want to give up less than 3 over 6, but I mean, it seems like still overall with him been mostly positive.
I'm still very happy with him.
Yeah.
Again, like when's the last time I said a pitcher went 6 innings for a starter for the Mets?
Back starts.
It's exactly. Let alone back to back. That has not happened this season with any pitcher. It's happened the 3rd time, I believe. Him twice and Buteau once.
Okay, right.
So it's like kind of ridiculous. I don't think Minaya did it. But anyway, I mean, again, he's pitching well, and he has 1 blow up inning really where he gets hit. Like you said, he has 4 scoreless. His accuracy was there. It didn't look like he was getting fatigued, really. And he threw 91 pitches. So, I mean, at this point, he's one of our better starters.
You could argue, I mean, he's probably been the most consistent out of everybody.
Honestly, like you gave up 3 runs. It's still a quality start.
Yeah.
And
that worked for my fantasy team.
Yeah, dude. It's like you need offense to help you out. And if Drew Smith didn't decide to absolutely chunk one, it would have been a different ball game.
Yeah.
Motorcycle?
It sounds
maybe
like
a
a
dirt
llama,
never
Yeah. No, it does.
I guess never really heard a llama say it. I don't know.
You never talked to a llama?
I guess not, dude.
Who's on the hill today for the Mets?
Oh, this is a great question, dude.
The bottom. Oh no, I think you're already.
Oh yeah, I was on Wednesday. Yeah.
No, day game. Wow. Okay.
345 Minaya. Speaking of him against Snell, come on, dude.
But like, how do you feel about that? Because obviously he's got lit up like a Christmas tree. But is it like, bless you, that you feel like, well, I mean, he's kind of due to like pitch decent.
He's due.
He won the Cy Young last year.
He's due.
I mean, how do you feel about that, Tony?
I mean, I guess you could say he's due. A lot of the talk is that, well, these pitchers weren't major league ready or whatever coming in. But I mean, what is he had 3 starts already?
I believe so.
And he's been getting hammered in every single one,
He's
dude.
due.
I don't give a fuck about it. No. There is no he's due.
He's due.
That's like saying, what's your record when you go to the games? Like as a fan, you're not like it's superstitious. There's no he's due for one.
Though,
well,
depends on what it is.
It really depends.
But you
Where am
agree
I
with
here?
me? There's no such thing as somebody's record going to a game. That doesn't.
Yeah, that
there's
is
no such
crazy.
thing.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say that he's due superstition is nowhere near the other one. The he's due superstition is like, I think that's like real.
Well, yeah, especially if you're a really good pitcher, unless your career is falling off a cliff.
Like
you're
any
turning it
sport,
around,
that's what I'm saying. Even in any sport, like when a player averages a certain number of stats and they're not playing well, they're due.
But
due.
No, hold on a second now. Blaisdell is not due.
How?
Okay.
But you think he's going to just get hammered all year?
That's what I'm saying.
At least for a couple more starts, dude.
Really?
I mean, look how bad he's been doing, bro.
And you tell me
these
he can have
numbers.
one good one. He's not due for one good one. He could be shit the rest of the year, but he's gonna have like a handful of good games.
Sure. Not today. Not 3:45 today, dude. All right.
Are you gonna if they get shut out, he goes 7 scores? Are you gonna flip out
Literally
tomorrow?
so fucking tight. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like this guy against Washington, his first start 3 innings, 3 earned runs. His next start 4 innings, 7 earned runs. His following start 4 2/3, 5 earned runs. The more innings he pitches, the more runs he gives up. Like it's come on, dude. This guy is not good right now.
Yeah.
And again, like it's Blake Snell. I understand he won the Cy Young Award winner. But look at him 2 years ago. Like, look at his collapse from leaving Tampa Bay. Like, he has been streaky. All right.
New environment.
New environment, does not
right
adapt very well.
Yeah.
And this is against a team that can hit. They got 9 hits last night. Okay. They could get 18 hits tonight.
Or they could get 0 and he's due.
Sure, they could get 0. And sure, you could say he's due, but it's not going to happen.
Kind of interesting.
I mean, I've never won the lottery before, but I take it today. I'm due.
No, that's so different.
Why is that different?
Because the lottery's 1 in a million. Blake Snell's
Exactly.
not
1 in a million, dude.
Snell,
I have actual tangible numbers for that one.
Blake Snell going 6 innings and giving up 2 runs isn't 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Seems like it right now.
Those odds are like plus 500 right now.
Stop it.
I mean, there is a lot of difference in the odds, but I think it's like there is because I do talk myself into this sometimes, and then it's like the person just gets hammered again.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's split, but obviously, the Mets hope to kind of solve the riddle here with the offense and get a good performance out of Minaya, who I guess hasn't been terrible this year, but you'd like to see him kind of improve upon what he's done today. Kind of interesting. 12:45 on a Wednesday in San Francisco.
12:45, really?
Well, 12:45.
Wait, their time.
Yeah.
It is kind of odd, right?
Is it 1 o'clock? This is just a 1 o'clock baseball game, right? Or
Well,
they're not that
on a
many on
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
well, Wednesdays, but like usually you don't have an official start time of 12:45.
Well, yeah, no,
Kinda weird.
yeah.
And the fact that it's a Wednesday because it's usually Thursday. Like go to Thursday league schedule. I think there's like a ton of day games besides the Yankees. Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A ton of them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The Yankees are the only game at 7 o'clock, which is kind of interesting.
Prime time.
But that being said, Tony, it is time for an abbreviated baseball frenzy.
All right, already. Here I am going first pick here, 3:45 Eastern Standard Time. 12:45 local time. Oracle Park, the Giants take on the Mets for the final game of this series. The Mets looking to avoid the sweep here. And you have, as we said, Snell, Minaya on the mound. I don't give a shit, Domac. Okay, Blake Snell's going to get hammered. 5 innings, 8 earned runs. Okay, dude? The over-under is it doesn't matter either because the Mets are probably going to get hammered by themselves. The Mets win this game. I'm going to say 11-3.
All right. So obviously, like I said, I will be in attendance tonight at the stadium and expecting an offensive onslaught here. Good to see Riz leave the building. Maybe he goes back-to-back games with a home run. Stanton really squared that one up. I mean, I could see a scenario where you have 3, 4, and 5 all go deep in terms of Judge, Stanton, Rizzo. Let's get that done. Let's score early. Clark Schmidt, obviously, I'm not his biggest fan, but I think against Oakland, he should be able to give us 6 innings, a 2-run ball. So all of that being said, I've been way off on my predictions up to this point in this series, but I think I nailed it today. I'm going to say 8-3 Yankees over the A's at Yankee Stadium.
Absolutely love that pick, Brian. Yankees and the over. Where you can go wrong. Boyle!
Tony,
let's see here. What do we got going on here in the world of baseball? I guess I can go against Cookie Carrasco. I think he's starting today. Yeah, start today for the Guardians. Riley will like this one. A Nesson-only game here as the Red Sox taking on the Guardians on the road here. Cookie Carrasco, as I said, get started for the Guardians. But I mean, honestly, for him, not a terrible year. I guess a 3.4 ERA.
Be the Mets number 2 starter.
Literally could be, dude. His last outing was a win against the Red Sox, I guess, actually. Last Thursday, 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, 3 walks. I say this time out, the Red Sox hammer him. He's due for a bad game, you could say. Red Sox over-under is 7.5 here. Cleveland is favored at minus 140, so put your money on some Red Sox here. O'Neill leading the team with 7 home runs. Interesting, dude. Give me an 8th dinger for him. Why not? Give me Red Sox, I don't know, maybe 6-2. So Red Sox in just the over, dude.
All right. So Tony goes Red Sox and the over. If you could go back to the slate of games here, Tony. So let's see. You know what? Give me the Orioles over the Angels.
Classic.
Tyler Anderson. I don't care what the splits are. killed me on my fantasy team. And wait, go back up again. Dean Creamer, who's not off to the best start, but the Orioles are humming. Jordan Westberg has been amazing for my fantasy team. Jackson Holiday has done nothing yet. You would think that's coming. And then Gunnar Henderson, one of the bright young stars of this game. So all that being said, I think the Angels are going to end up where we usually see them, out of the playoffs, out of contention. So I don't think they're any match here. I don't know why Bachelor Predictor gives them a 52% chance of winning. I don't know if that's because of the way Anderson started so far this year.
I think Mountcastle's out too to AIL.
That doesn't even matter. So all of that being said, I think the Orioles will hammer the Angels, Tony. We're going to say 12-5 at the big, I think, is the name of the stadium the Big O, right?
Yes, it is the Big O, which is kind of funny if you think about it. My next game here.
Stop. You definitely were trying to say it with the same face.
Third and final game here. We're going to go to St. Louis. They're minus 115 against the D-backs here. Over under 7.5. We have Jordan Montgomery.
Let's go.
Speaking of someone similar situation as Blake Snell, and what do you know? Except he's good.
Yeah.
His first start was great. 6 innings, 3 Ks. He had only 1 run. So for his first start back, that's phenomenal. I think against the Cards, give me Monty all freaking day to give me another outing just like that. Kyle Gibson, I guess, not doing great so far. 5 ERA.
He's always throwing batting practice, honestly.
I thought last year for the Orioles, though, he was pretty solid. No,
when you just look at like hits and like he's hittable.
He's hittable.
He's a veteran Clark Schmidt.
A veteran Clark Schmidt. Yeah. Well, it looks like we have Suarez here, third baseman for the Diamondbacks. He's a 4 for 9 career-wise against Gibson. A lot of guys in the lineup actually have hit upon him quite nice. Jock Peterson being one of them, actually, with a dinger. 4 for 9, which is great there. So maybe Josh Peterson, a DH dinger for him this evening for the Diamondbacks. Kind of crazy. The guys all going all over the place every year, different team. But given the D-backs winning this game, I'm going to say 5-1. D-backs and the under, Brian.
All right. So next pick, last pick, final pick, Tony. So looking at this, if you could scroll down, I am going to go, as you keep going down here, I am going to go
with the Braves.
Nope. I'm going to go with the Mariners. Miller has been unbelievable. Bryce Miller, that is, for the Mariners. So they've been hovering around 500. His ERA is at 1.85. I've always thought John Gray is, maybe a little step up of a batting practice pitcher. And Julio, let's go at 278. Let's go 4 for 5 for Julio. And I think the Mariners with a surprising shutout of the Texas Rangers here, 5-0. So give me the Mariners and the under, and just like that, that is your abbreviated baseball frenzy. And we do have a comment here from Lenny.
Yes, he says, question, guys. Do you think Ohtani leaving the Angels proves to must that Mike Trout doesn't truly care to win or be the face of the league? At this point, it's pretty freaking clear.
I think, if I had to guess, and I'm curious what you guys think here, I think he prioritizes his life living situation over winning. So he'd rather stay put, hope somehow miraculously the Angels turn it around rather than go somewhere else. That's my thought. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that too. And honestly, I don't know, the whole Ohtani thing situation, who knows what the Angels knew in terms of his betting and the whole thing that he's into right now. So maybe they kind of didn't,
I don't think that's what I think. He just wanted to go.
I think the Angels knew about it too.
Really?
Yeah, I do think so.
Really?
Yes, I do.
And it's definitely I don't know. I guess you just.
Do you think it's kind of odd that he goes straight to the Dodgers and all of a sudden this comes out? Like, you're telling me that Ohtani, he must have been gambling. The guy was gambling the whole time.
So it's just crazy to even consider a world where it really was just his interpreter. No way.
I think there's no shot, dude. And again, you think about the Angels, the thing with Harvey and Tyler Skaggs passing away, that whole drug thing in the Angels, they knew about that.
Right.
So I don't know. They just seem like a weird, like a scummy organization. And They probably knew about Otani's translator betting.
And you think if he was a normal private or I guess an unknown private citizen, same circumstances. I mean, he's in jail right now.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. But
It
I know,
is, dude.
I mean, listen, can we really be surprised at anything at this point? I mean, not really.
No, I'm not really at all surprised. Lonnie thinks the Angels knew about it too.
Yeah. So no, you're right. And Lonnie also saying he's from Philly, which I for some reason I thought he was from New Jersey. No, he's from Philadelphia. Go to the player page.
I thought he was from New Jersey too.
I mean, if he's
but obviously, I mean,
it's basically the same thing. Yeah,
it is
he was
New
born
Jersey,
in New
but
Jersey.
yeah, right nearby. He might have grown up in Philadelphia.
In Philly, it's right there, dude.
But
yeah, I know. But again, I mean, he doesn't want to leave.
And is Artie
I would want to come back
Moreno,
to Jersey.
is he still living, or wasn't he gonna? Yeah, no, he's still living. Wasn't he gonna sell the team and then backed out?
I think so.
Because there's this guy that calls into Mad Dog Radio, Mike from Orange County, and he was like so excited. It's always a Michael. He was so excited that they were going to sell the team, and I know he backed out of it. But you look at it, he took over right after they won the World Series in 2002. And they've just been a train wreck ever since. I know, they had some playoff appearances, a couple, but really, I mean, it's poor management, mismanagement of money.
Well, I guess they like signing players that, put baseball as a back seat to the rest of their lives. So
it is kind of, I guess they don't do any type of due diligence, and they probably just look at stats and don't even talk to these people.
Yeah, it seems like it, right, dude?
Yeah,
almost like if they got a stat sheet and it's just a bunch of stats, no names attached to nothing, no age, no nothing, just stats, and they just pick the top ones.
But honestly, fuck the players like Anthony Rendon. Like, how are you in the major leagues and you don't care? Like, I can't. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like you're living a dream and you're just so ungrateful.
He's being a phony.
You're an asshole.
Yeah, you really are.
I think Mike Trout's being a phony too, but I don't know. Like, what are we doing here, dude?
Yeah, but he shows up and he performs well, and
it's not his fault.
It's
it really
not
is.
his fault.
Yeah, but
it's really not.
He's a little phony because you're telling me you went through all this years of practicing and playing, and you have no competitive fire. Like, where did all your competitiveness go?
I mean, he does well,
but maybe too. He sees them. He sees them making moves.
Or he would have if I'm that competitive and I'm Mike Trout, I'm going up to the front office and I start making moves.
Well, he alluded to in the future he might need to do that, but he's like, for right now,
he sounds like Damian Lillard. Like, you're phony, dude. Like, you're gonna sit there and just ruin all your talent. Like, people think you're one of the best baseball players ever graced the field, and we're just gonna let it dwindle away because you want to sit in Anaheim. I just think it's phony.
I mean, he's collecting a big paycheck.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you're collecting $40 million a year. You're never gonna make the playoffs. No one's ever. He's almost choosing to not be one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it was on another team, he would have made. He would make even more money. Not but put aside winning.
So, what do you think, Tony? I mean, is that an indictment on him, and is that a black mark on his career?
It's got to be.
Or it depends. If maybe after this year, then he's like, all right, I gotta go. Then
I mean, I think there's something said for a player of his caliber to be loyal to a team too. I mean, that's something you really don't see ever anymore in any league or sport. So I mean, that's great. I mean, but again, I mean, I don't know, man. If I'm him and I'm seeing Otani walk away from this team, I mean, I'm gonna be like, that's fucking what the hell, dude? Why didn't he stay? Why didn't we keep him and try to build around him?
But also, too, are we discounting the fact that he has this huge contract? He's had nothing but injuries. He has some mysterious back condition that the Angels are going to get a good return, and no one's really going to want to assume his contract. So it's not as easy as we laid out.
I think someone will take him.
If I was
half the contract, probably. Honestly,
if I was Steve Cohen, I would take him.
But there's no, that what I'm saying. That no one's going to take the full contract. Not even close to the full contract. He's been injured.
You don't think so?
I know he's been
because of the injuries. If it wasn't the injuries, they'd take it in a second.
They're gonna owe him $35 a year.
I mean, you think about
I mean, that's not that bad, all things considering right now.
Yeah, because to 2030 it is.
Yeah,
and you're already 32, and you've already missed a lot of time with injury.
True.
So I think that could be part of it, as well.
I mean, I know it's a little different because in the NBA it's a little easier, but at least Damian Lillard went on some playoff runs.
Yeah.
And he, I mean, he says
Steve hasn't even seen the playoffs.
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Like, he's not even sniffed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, since he signed that contract, he really hasn't played a ton of games every
over
year.
100 games once in 5 years, is it, or 6 years?
5.
5 years, yeah. I've been
And
doing it every
honestly,
year.
that was the last year he led the league in anything as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was MVP years, 2019.
2022 was a really good year, and I mean, if you think about 40 home runs, 120 games.
Oh
played
my
the full
God,
season.
dude.
I mean, he could have hit 55 home runs.
That's crazy, dude.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Leads the league right now with 9. Watch out.
Like, if I was Mike Trout, I'd be tight. Like, if I had all this talent and like I'm just sitting here dwindling or like winning MVP every year, like I'd be tight. I like want to.
Yeah. Kind of crazy to look at
I
these
don't know,
numbers,
he's
dude. 3-time MVP,
I'm so
fucking
over
rookie
him.
of the year, dude. And he's got nothing
To show for it.
to
Yeah.
show for it.
No,
Look
it
at
is tough. It is
All
tough.
these
And I
accolades.
definitely always thought
All
at
of
one point, I don't know if you thought this, Dark, but I always thought he was going to come to the Yankees at some point.
I've always just been thinking he's going to stay on the Angels forever because he's never ever like, has he ever complained once?
No. But I'm talking like I was thinking this like 7-8 years ago. You know what I mean? Like when he was kind of like going off like to start his career. But at this point, yeah, I mean, it kind of doesn't seem like it. But maybe if the bottom falls out this year, maybe he finally says,
like
all right.
8 years. How do you not like you don't complain once?
Maybe Ohtani gets suspended for gambling, and then the Dodgers swing a deal.
You really think so?
I mean, right or no?
Yeah, I guess. That could happen.
Or less money for the Angels to assume. Yankees work out a Stanton deal. I mean, I think we'd take a chance on that, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's more money committed, right? I mean, that would be the smart thing.
More
to do.
money
Oh,
committed,
yeah,
but he's young.
way smart thing to do. You kidding
He's
me?
not that much younger, though, actually.
Yeah,
I think he's only
kinda
2 years
crazy.
younger.
That's crazy to think
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah. But, it's just because – but I don't know. I mean, Stanton, I liked what I saw last night. Overall, I mean, it's been a lot better so far than it was last season. I mean, we'll see what he does.
I mean, this is Stan. Like, this is where we're gonna get this year. Like, I don't think it's gonna get any better.
yeah.
But, like, you know what I'm
It could
saying?
get a lot worse, though.
It could. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not like this is sick. I'm cool with the Stan, but I just don't expect him to be any better. I just want him to stay the way he is right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you just stay like a dog, just sit, just stay right there, just do your thing, stay right there. We'll be fine. Judge got some work to do. Glaber's got some work to do. Can we talk about Austin Wells shooting .086, swinging .086?
Really?
Are we serious here?
That's not good. dude.
Yeah. But
Like, you're stepping up to the plate 10 times and you have an 80% chance of getting one hit.
I still want to just like keep running them out there, honestly, though. Just
Well,
work
yes.
through it.
Well, no, yeah. But like, what do we
Mhm.
like at some point?
No,
Like,
it is at some point. And I've said, got to give him 8.
we don't have.
We only have a week left.
We don't have better options. I don't think so. Like, that's why like I'm fine with keeping him out there. I'm just saying, like, Jesus, like,
I know.
like
I think it is going to come. Glaber, I mean, I can't believe. I mean, he had like one of the best years of his career last year, and then it's like, he's seeing 190. I think.
Where
no
are
home
you?
runs.
if the season plays out, like, let's say Cabrera and Glaber play out the way they're playing right now the rest of the year, would you like just tell Glaber to go pound sand and keep Cabrera and run with Cabrera?
Kick rocks.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think Glaber's going to be like he was in 2021 and what I guess was it 2021 and no, it was 2020 and 2021. He was terrible. Yeah. I think he's going to be fine. Maybe instead of what he did last year, maybe this year it's like 250 with 20 home runs. I mean, if he does that, whatever. I mean, he's saying 186 now. It was those 2 years, 2020 and 2021. He was good in 2022. So yeah, the thing that's tough is though, if this is just a terrible year, like we completely screwed ourselves because we would have gotten some type of return in the offseason. Now we're not getting anything. So, but I think he's going to turn it around. And looking forward to watching the game tonight at the stadium.
Where are your seats?
So I think it's like section like 118, I think. So it's actually kind of like a quarter of the way over from home plate to first base.
Oh, let's
like
go,
first level
dude.
behind Legends. So yeah, it's dope.
Yeah,
Is
what
it
the
behind
fuck, dude?
where the dugout is? Is it to the right, to the left?
If you're directly behind home plate, it's a little to the right.
Oh, so you're still to the left of the dugout. Oh, that's badass. That's sick. Okay.
Yeah. So no, definitely
that's
badass.
About that. That is for sure. Also pumped up about the world of the National Hockey League. Stop, Tony.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's a nail pick! It's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping, ring Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me? Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak,
The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
But I might have to start bringing you coffee myself. Huh?
No, stop.
I can tell right now you're going through it though. You're
I mean,
gunning it. You can handle it better than anybody, but you're going through it right
It's a little tough right now, dude.
now. And it's funny. I'm actually not like that. I'm just
Mhm.
like a little tired. And I was playing on. Okay, I'm just slugging water because I want to feel like good tomorrow morning. But honestly, I feel like I might need to get like donut delight before the train.
That sounds amazing. Cappuccino?
Yeah,
Oh,
have to. But the iced coffee is very good too with almond milk and cinnamon powder. Excellent.
wow.
You're tight. I feel like though, no. Oh, what's the problem with iced coffee though? You just
No, I don't not like iced coffee.
you hate
Every
it.
once in a while, I'll take it. I don't know why you guys always put words in my mouth and stuff like that, but I just don't normally. I think like coffee, it just for me is meant to be hot. For
But
me.
even if it's 100 out, you want your hot
Yeah,
coffee.
like
Literally 100.
yeah, I can take a hot coffee when it's hot out,
that's nuts.
Yeah.
but I will also do an iced coffee if the mood
'Cause-
strikes me.
Because Domek, like especially when it's in the summer, like a hot
Yeah,
coffee in the
no.
morning, aren't you sweating your sack off? Like
Yeah,
I feel like it's like way
maybe
too much.
maybe at like 4 in the morning when it's still like 50 degrees outside, but anything after like 5 a.m. once it gets to like 55,
Can't handle it,
60,
dude. Yes,
like,
you guys can't handle it. Dude.
no, it's just not. It just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
You're
I think
sweating.
it feels great, dude.
You ever
So-
sweat and drink hot
But
coffee?
there's
No,
nothing
I can't
else.
say I didn't.
I can't believe that's never happened to you. By the way, oh my, it's so
Yeah.
bad.
Really?
So
I don't
bad.
sweat
Oh my
because of the
God.
coffee. I don't think.
But you're saying it's meant to be hot, but like what else? There's got to be more to it, Tony. I'm just trying to like get inside the master.
I don't know.
minds.
I think that coffee is a little bit more like it's more satisfying hot. Like when
Okay,
you
so
get
you get
that hot
diluted
coffee,
being
dude.
iced.
Yes. I don't get as much of a punch. I
And-
feel.
and I feel like Michael, same mindset or no?
No, he likes iced.
He does.
Yeah.
Okay, but it still gets hot more though. I feel like every time I see him, has the donut.
Yeah, I guess so. I
Delight
feel
hot
like
coffee.
sooner rather than later he's gonna
Oh,
start
the
to turn.
summer.
Yeah, the
Okay.
summer ice.
Renee kind of down the middle or no?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, again, I don't want to speak for anyone else
Yeah.
here.
But I'm just trying to think. I don't really recall like when I seeing them with iced coffees that much at all.
Yeah, summertime is iced coffee time for them.
Okay.
They're the big season people, I guess.
I have to say, what is it? Sinfully Nutty.
Simply not.
No,
Yeah.
I had that when we had Renee's birthday party here.
Nice.
When me and Matt, went to go get the coffees, and I have to say, like, wow, like that, like might have been my favorite coffee. Like just
Yeah.
milk with that flavor. I can't believe there's no like that's a natural flavor. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
tastes so
Mhm.
good. Like I don't
It's-
know why anybody would ever put sugar in that.
I know
Where's
it's
this place?
crazy, dude. Donut in.
Where?
Donut. Oh, where? It's on Post Road.
Oh, donut. What?
Donut in.
Oh, we've been there.
I've never been there with you. I don't think.
Yeah, we got lunch and then went to Donut Inn, and so we were talking to them.
Oh my God, that's
and they were
right.
being
Yeah, with the
real
Village
weird about something, Or
Bagels.
you said someone said something.
You said
crazy.
something stupid, dude.
No, I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah,
What
yeah,
happened? You said
crazy.
something like pumped out or no?
I don't remember what happened. but-
Lottie got a kick out of that one.
Definitely, dude. I
Wait, the what-
forget, dude. Something I don't know, dude.
Someone said something
A
crazy.
kerfuffle? Was it a kerfuffle?
No, we said something, and then
Nah.
like they like commented. Oh no,
Yeah.
we started having a conversation about something, and then they chimed in, and then like they kind of like took over the conversation, and then started talking.
Oh
to
yeah,
each
they
other,
started talking to
and then like
themselves.
excluded us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
brought
kinda
that's like
weird.
if you brought up like the Yankees, and then
Yeah.
like we start chiming in, and then all of a sudden we just like take you out of the conversation, and me and Tony
Yeah.
just start talking about the Yankees. Like it was so
Yeah,
weird.
it was very weird.
We're like,
And
who
then
do you guys think this is?
Yeah, we were
Like,
just, and then we just walked out.
yeah, we just
So
left.
this is it, dude. I forgot. That seems so long ago. That lunch.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't that long ago. Wasn't it like a month ago?
Yeah, probably.
It must have been.
I
maybe
remember
2
you
months
guys
ago.
going
Yeah, yeah.
after the
Village
show.
Bagels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was a big day too. Domac was
I might go there
Domac was
now.
like consistently showing up, on a like day-to-day basis and stuff.
Now,
Before vacation.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah,
I
yeah.
know you're a little tired, but do you think you have enough energy for a Rangers synopsis? For
Oh,
this episode?
absolutely,
God.
dude. That I will have energy for. Super stoked. Again, I know. So Rangers ended up winning 4-3 last night, and I watched this entire game here. Made sure, I was sitting down for this whole game because I knew it was pretty important here. And I mean, I feel like most people are going to look at this game and be like, well, Capitals are not a great team, and they're putting 3 goals up on you. Like, what's going on? You scored 4. It was a tight game. The Capitals, you gave them a chance at the end. The last minute was all them, whatever. I think it's really circumstantial. I think the Rangers played a great game. I really honestly love the fact that the Capitals are playing up. Like, let's be totally honest here. I mean, they are, like we said, they're not a great team, but they have a lot of youth. They're being that young, gritty team that's trying to like claw their way up to some victories and prove themselves, which is great. Because obviously, I mean, the Rangers are being challenged, and I would not want this series to be like a walk in the park. I wouldn't want every game to be a blowout. I know we're talking sweep here, but the games are being competitive, which is good, at least. At least there's competitive aspects of the game, because you don't want the Rangers to have like a walk in the park for 4 games, and then they play someone like Boston, and then they're like, whoa, like this is a totally different animal, So they're kind of, they're getting their work cut out for them. We want to talk about the scoring here. Totally different than game 1 here. We had a lot of scoring at 3 goals in the first period, and believe it or not, the Capitals actually started the scoring off first. Connor McMichael, I believe this was, again, the first 5 minutes of the game. I don't know how much you watched, but
I watched the whole thing. You saw the story.
Yeah.
I told Sam that we were
dude.
talking about this. She's like, we'll put it on your story. Let's watch it.
Yeah,
So we got
dude.
the first period in, and then I switched to my phone because these shows were on.
Right.
Did get it up on the big screen.
But that's awesome. That's a start,
with
dude.
the Yankee
it's a start.
Game. Saw the 4 runs of the first,
Mhm.
timed it perfectly. Great, Tony.
But the first 5 minutes of this game, I mean, it was all caps. Came out really hard.
No, when they scored that goal, I was like, "Are you?" And then Stroman gave up the run too, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This is the way this night is going to start." He went money line on both of them too. So a totally eating my shirt to start.
Poor Sam.
I'm like, there we go. They're fine.
Yeah. So that, again, that was kind of worrisome. But again, I mean, Capitals, they made their adjustments. They were playing pretty well. But then I just think that the Rangers kind of woke up a little bit. And it's clear at that point that the Caps they just don't have the speed. They don't have the talent that the Rangers have. And you had Vincent Trocheck with his first goal, which was a sick goal, by the way, off the face-off. I would break it down, but I don't want to take much time because I'm breaking down the other goals. But Vincent Trocheck, again, exactly what we hired him for, wins a face-off, goes right to the net off the face-off.
Textbook.
Literally, just like Laviolette drew it up, gets a pass from Gustafsson, and it's bang, bang right there, tying it up. But 2 minutes later, by the way, too. So the Caps didn't have the lead, which I believe in the regular season they were 25-5-2 when scoring first.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So again, you're like, whoa! I saw that stat pop up in the game. I'm like, oh shit, dude. But nonetheless, Rangers answer, and they followed up with a Mika Zibanejad power play goal, which was great. Again, to see the talent of the power play. I know that you probably didn't get as many conversions as you want. Again, we'll get the stat sheet, but it's, again, a little different. I'm going to break into it why, but the passing on the power play, I mean, the puck movement was just so quick and crisp, and they had great vision, not only just passing from the point to the side, to the circle, whatever, they're passing across the middle of the ice, trying to find a guy, in front of the net. Obviously, this goal by Zibanejad, great goal there to see Zibanejad get a one-timer on the power play. Then moving on to the second period, where we also had 3 goals scored, also won by the Capitals, who started scoring off in this period as well, with Dylan Strome on the power play to tie the game up. And then about 8 minutes later, you had Jack Roslovic get his goal in the power play, followed up shortly by a Keandre Miller shorthanded goal, which just like that, you think the game's tied up with Washington, and you take a 2-goal lead. And these goals were just phenomenal answers. And I'm going to start off, I guess we can show the Roslovic goal actually first. Let's see, where am I? YouTube. Bang, dude. I think it was just before this. So this is the Roslovic on the power play here. Let me just mute this. Again, you're going to see just great zone entry by the Rangers. Roslovic takes up himself, who does a phenomenal job. I've noticed this quite a few times now. Roslovic entering an offensive zone comes in so hard, draws in some defenders and just passes the puck out. I believe this is going to be Lafreniere, with the puck. And you see Roslovic, again, kind of seems like maybe he's outside the play. You have 3 forwards here that are going to be maybe the guys are going to be scoring the puck, but Roslovic comes around the net and finds himself completely unmanned now. Look at you have 4 Capitals covering these 4 guys. Roslovic isn't even in your screen. He's going to have a wide open net at first, right? Charlie Lindgren does a great job at getting over really quickly, getting the post of this net. Tries to make himself tall, but Roslovic's goal was literally perfect. I watched this in real time. Didn't even thought it was a goal. Okay, took me to watch the replay. I literally thought the Rangers were celebrating for nothing. Like I hit the post, I thought, but we're going to see the replay here, and it is literally, talk about on a rope, Brian.
Yeah.
Great play, enters the zone, gets out of the play, back in the play, and right here, look at that space, dude.
What about the angle?
The
too?
angle, the amount of room he had, the puck was literally perfect, dude. Over the shoulder of Charlie Lindgren. Like, you can't get in a tighter space than that, dude.
I mean, I would love, the percentage of that has to be under 10%.
Like, unbelievable, bro. Literally, it's out of the net before he even notices what's going on. So quick, too, off the wrister. Phenomenal job, dude. And then we're going to follow up this with the shorthanded goal by Keandre Miller,
and
which
it also, not to cut you off,
no,
it was crazy in that power play. They had, didn't they have like 2 other chances on breakaways too?
Yeah,
on that dominating that PK kill.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, their PK was unbelievable. But right here, you're gonna see again the Rangers. Again, I think a good reason why their PK is so good is because Laviolette has been pressuring this neutral zone. Like a lot of teams when they're on the penalty kill, they play back in their own zone because they're like, we're a man down, like we gotta save some space here. 3 guys in the neutral zone right now, pressuring the Capitals, who are man up. I mean, look at this. It's 3-on-5 right now, and they can't fucking find a way out of here. You're going to see this pass from McMichael to Ovechkin, who makes a big mistake of being flat-footed. I don't know what he thought. He's literally skating backwards here, and we have Mika Zibanejad, and he's going to absolutely make Ovechkin a fucking fool right here by just stealing this puck. Again, Ovechkin just doesn't want to move. Mika steals this puck. You have a 2-on-2 situation kind of going on here. You can argue 2-on-3. And we'll talk about that stat you see at the top of your screen too. 1 shot in the night, 0 shots in game 1. We'll talk about that in a second. But you see Mika here. We have Chris Kreider here also on this PK, and Keandre Miller is going to be in the back trailing here. But Mika makes the smart play, passes it to Kreider, back to Zibanejad, and you think maybe they're going to have a play in front of the net to try and get it past Lindgren. No, Mika drops past it to Keandre Miller, who was totally unmanned and rips one past Lindgren. Again, I mean, the vision of Mika is absolutely outstanding. I think he's had a phenomenal playoff. I know it's only 2 games, but so far he's been great. I think he's on an 8-game point streak. His assists have been unbelievable. And this one, like I said, one of the best goals I've seen, I think, this year from the Rangers. Short-handed, complete dominance of the neutral zone, making one of the best players in the league look like an absolute fool. And then the vision by Mika. I mean, the tic-tac-toe play here, and then there's Miller trailing, and there's absolutely no shot. No one's in front of the net. No one covered Miller because everyone's looking at this right here. And I mean, it's just, even the camera operator no one was trailing Miller. Absolutely phenomenal work there. And again, you want to look at this game in terms of it being a tight game, 4-3. I think that the Rangers did shoot themselves in the foot quite a few times. Again, I forget what they were on the power play. I forget. Let me just pull up these team stats. I think they were 2 for 6 in the power play. But 2 of those power plays, they ended up giving up a power play of their own. And had some 4-on-4 opportunities. But again, you would think, they just made stupid mistakes like that. I think there was one power play. You had Kreider get called for a cross check, and then I think after that, I think Gustafsson had a delay of game because he just struck the puck out of play by accident.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right. A dumb play like that.
So that every time they call that, I was surprised to see that.
Yeah. So if you as a player, you try to get the puck out of the zone, you loft it high so it lands far down. But if you loft it so much and it doesn't hit anyone, no deflection, it just goes out of play, it's a delay a game. You can't legally do that, So
you're telling me if you take a wild slap shot, okay, and it just clears everything and goes into the crowd, that's a power play for the other team?
It's a delay a game, yeah.
So ridiculous.
It can't hit anyone though. Okay, the board has to be clean.
But that's so you do it by accident. That's, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but they don't want people doing it I can just get this puck out of play and I can kill the play.
Yeah, but you could just hit it against the board. You know what I mean? It's
no, but if it hits the boards, if it hits the boards and then goes out, that's fine. Yeah, but it can't just clear anything.
I don't know. There's a couple rules, I think. If I was commissioner, I think I would push this stuff across. Honestly.
Anyway,
like the offsides, come on.
okay, let's pump the brakes.
Accidental offsides, you have to admit it is a little ridiculous. I get you want to stop cherry picking, but at the same time, it is ridiculous. Like the other team turns it over to you. Oh, well, we're not in position.
No, yeah, and honestly,
gotta watch that line.
That happened, I think, actually in this game, where you had I think a Ranger, I think maybe Mika like poke checked the puck, and then it ended up like one of our guys happened to end up with it, but who was offsides. Play is dead.
But it doesn't frustrate you at all. It's not annoying.
I mean, in that instance, yeah, it's frustrating, but it's a rule of the game. You got to just play it. You know, there's no way around it. You can't pick and choose scenarios.
But it's literally only because they just fear the cherry pick.
Yeah, because again, like because once you have guys start cherry picking, because it used to not be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it was called back in the day. I think it was called like the 2-line rule or whatever. But they used to have guys who would look for the cherry pick, and then all of a sudden you have like defenders that are just now sitting in their own zone, and they don't even defend the neutral zone. They say take the neutral zone.
But also, it's like an empty net. Like it's like it works both ways. Like yeah, you can have the extra defender, but then your net's wide open. If you leave someone back, there's less people to defend.
Right.
You know what I
mean?
But
odds are like you can loft that puck to a guy who's trying to get out of there. You know, like you'll probably have that if you do get the chance to cherry pick. You have that option, and then again, like the way the game was played is that there was no neutral zone like game really because they just played in their own zones because of that.
And a couple of things here from Josh B. He says the first 5 minutes of every period would look so bad. The Rostovich shot was nasty. You don't have to have that rule. Icing would become irrelevant if you don't penalize the 2-line pass rule. Yep. I don't know what he means about icing would become irrelevant if you don't penalize it, but like explain to me why icing is like why there needs to be a penalty for that. Like why aren't you just allowed to hit the puck wherever? I don't
get that either.
So again, that would be like the same deal. Whereas like if you have that guy who's also cherry picking, you have the opportunity to not have a penalty now or not be penalized if you were to sauce that puck across the ice and let's say he were to miss it, right? And hits the boards, that's icing. But if you didn't have that, then like nobody cares. So they're like, oh, all right, I can just chuck the puck wherever.
But like, I don't know. It seems like all the time, like you're playing the game, people are like,
I feel like a lot of people do it as like a reset.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong.
Right? No, yeah.
So like, why does it matter if they're setting the puck back to reset?
Yeah, and then it's stupid. Oh, it depends how many lines they're across. But either way, whether you're sending it from center ice or you're sending it from the opposite side, you're still sending it all the way on the other side.
So again, like those rules were made so that the neutral zone in hockey became more important. There was an actual battle for the neutral zone, right? Because when they did not have those rules, the games were predominantly just played in your either offensive or defensive zone. Because why would I have to worry about covering this neutral zone ice if they were trying to pass the puck over me, you know?
But basically, it's like so these rules were put into place because people were being rats, more or less.
Basically, yeah, people were being assholes. Like,
yeah.
So like, what are we gonna do? Dude?
I think we could get by without icing, to be honest. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, because you would still have offsides. So I still don't get why you would need icing then. If you have offsides, who cares if someone sends it on?
I feel like it slows the game down for no reason.
Right. Well, no, like icing kind of induces scoring when you think about it, because then when players are defending hard, you can't just clear it out and not have to worry about anything. All of a sudden, if you do that and it is an icing, it's a face-off in your own zone again, and you're right back where you were.
Right.
So that's what that does. It makes sure that these teams actually get possession of the puck and then play it, as opposed to just ripping it down the ice.
But I think get me and Domac on the board of directors for the NHL.
We'll make it fun.
Yeah, exactly. Tony, you can admit there could be a couple rule changes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really enjoyed the game the way it is, dude.
All right, whatever.
I think that new rule change about the fights, though, is really stupid. How if there's a fight that's already started, because it happened in the Devils Rangers game where everyone got game misconduct and they were left because one fight started and you can't have another fight that starts during another fight. It's called a secondary whatever, and they got honestly, that was stupid. I mean, I get why, because there's only so many refs, and you can't have a situation like that where.
But if you're allowing fighting, why does there need to be some like specific format? There's fighting. You allow it. If you don't want fighting, then don't allow it.
No, I agree. I think it is stupid. I mean, if you can have one ref, whatever.
Yeah.
It almost happened last night. I think it was with I forget who, but they were getting so chippy last night, dude. I forget.
Oh, no, wasn't it Artie? And then he.
Yeah, it was Panarin's
Zach-
hit on TJ Oshie.
And they were saying, like, I think Boomer was saying this, like, you don't usually see Artie hit people.
No, you don't at all, dude.
Yeah.
But TJ Oshie hit him with a high stick
So he was
earlier
pissed.
in the game, so
They
he was
didn't
tight,
call it,
dude. They
right?
didn't call it, and it was clear as fucking day. The
Right,
refs were missing
right.
a lot of calls
Right.
last night, actually. But then I think they kind of made up for it with the Panarin hit, because Panarin, like, arguably hit this guy in his head with his shoulder, and you can't do that, you know. But it was like borderline, like not like legal. But in any case, you know, like after this hit, obviously a little fight broke out.
Yeah.
And then they stopped the play, they reviewed it. And then not only did they not give the Rangers a penalty, because they were talking for a hot second like game misconduct, because Oshie had to go off into the locker room and get checked for concussion. And then they're like, oh, this could be a 5-minute game misconduct. And I think this was like 8 minutes of the third period left. The Capitals were down by 2. This could have been like totally different. And then all of a sudden, it turned out that there was no penalty on the Rangers, and they gave a roughing penalty to the guy who started fighting Panarin after the hit. So all of a sudden, you know, it looked like the Caps getting a 5-minute major, and then all of a sudden they were on the penalty for 2 minutes actually, on the PK, which I thought was kind of funny.
And Josh B, touch of icing was wild back in the day. Crazy collisions.
Yeah, I don't know if back in the day they didn't like refs will call it. They'll blow the whistle early if it seems like there's an outlier for the icing, because if you can negate an icing if the person who commits the icing, you're the next guy to touch the puck.
I just
wait. So if I slide the puck all the way down the other side of the ice and I somehow get down there and touch it again, it's not icing?
Correct.
No, the reason
What are we
why,
talking
And
about?
the reason for that is so that like teams aren't caught, like, so then you can be sleeping. Like if you catch a team
But
sleeping,
you know what the problem
and you
is?
touch at the puck, then you
problem
earned it.
is-
You earned it.
Because I was laughing first because Domac's face was just like, what the fuck are we doing before he
Yeah.
even said anything? But all these rules are due to nervousness about how the game is going to be played, and I just feel like it's a little ridiculous.
I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
like that
Hockey,
rule though. I think
This
that
hockey,
rule
what are
is
we
a
getting nervous about. Guys lose their teeth.
yeah, but I
Care
think
Yeah.
about where
Yeah,
what
but that-
line the puck travels.
yeah, but
to.
that icing rule, and I think the whole touching up rule also accompanied with it is a good. I think that's what you guys were talking about. How like now I can rip the puck down the ice. I just have to be the next one who touches it.
We have breaking news.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I just
Producer Michael Butka is back in the building.
He says, why don't we talk about basketball every day? It's such an entertaining sport. You guys should talk about basketball more often than you already do. Josh B says, basketball is a flopping sport.
Do you feel like a
Okay,
little
hold
like
on.
your job is insecure here, Tony, as producer? I mean, like with Michael? I mean,
I
it
have
seems like
no
he's kinda
worries about
running
Michael
the show.
Buckton. No worries
Your
over
job
there, dude.
security is fine.
My job security is totally fine.
The Josh B comment's crazy though.
I mean, there is a lot of flopping in basketball.
Oh, I thought he meant like it's a failing sport. Like it's
Well-
been failing recently.
Well,
Well,
No.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Have you watched the playoffs?
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Anthony
But
Edwards against the Suns. Oh my goodness.
Wow, a little
Jamal
demanding.
Murray.
I need to be your producer, period.
I don't
Drop
think
the
you- I
hockey
don't know,
and basketball.
man.
Wow.
Bad,
we might be
bad,
talking
dude.
about a temporary suspension for Mr. Bucket.
honestly, it's kind of outlandish, dude. And Josh B says, no, not failing. But I mean, hey, man, I don't know. I mean, this entire March Madness, I'm hearing about how all these March Madness games are breaking the records, the viewership of the NBA. Everyone's watching March Madness on NBA.
Wait,
dude.
but
Hold
also,
on.
didn't more people watch
The women's.
Yeah.
What was just the national championship?
Which
No, it was the
let's-
UConn Iowa game that was the
Okay.
bigger
I
one,
want
I
to put my
think.
comment on that real quick. I know a lot of people legally
Yeah.
stream the men's games, so I don't know how true the women's numbers are compared to the men's numbers, because you're telling me that 4 million.
Listen, I don't know how the Nielsen family does it or whatever the hell that
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
is.
saying. I don't know. I feel like the
Um,
numbers are a little weird.
But I mean, again, I don't know how the numbers work. But at the end of the day, I mean, listen, if you're gonna illegally stream games, you illegally stream games. Okay.
I'm just saying. So like the numbers are always flawed, but I don't know. I'm just saying that basketball, and it was March. Like, what NBA games are that important in March? Like, there's not many. Like, did you like, dude? These
No, but they did like even like last year's national championship games compared to like the Iowa UConn game.
Oh,
They had like 27 million something people.
well, no, I
watching,
meant
something like that.
like the numbers. No, I meant the numbers for March Madness compared to the NBA in March.
Oh, in March? Oh, yeah.
Like, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. It's gonna take
What
the
do you
cake.
guys think about the Stones on Mr. Bucket, though?
I
for all
get
these
people
comments.
don't pass a damn ball in the NBA and take threes all day, but the scoring is still fun.
I don't know.
I mean, listen, I think it's entertaining to watch. I mean, I've been,
Yeah.
the little I've seen of NBA basketball, playoff basketball here, I've had a good time watching it.
I will say playoffs is 100 times more fun and interesting than the regular season.
Yeah, but see, that is like not good to say though.
Well, I know, but what do you want me to do? They don't try.
That's what I
But
mean.
that's
That's
what's
an indictment
bullshit,
on the
though.
league.
It
Yeah,
is
What do you
yeah.
want me to do?
I mean, you have literally like it's the 82nd game of the NHL season. You have every guy on every team
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, I know.
bro.
We got a bunch of prima donnas. I don't know
Like
what
it's
you're
not
doing.
good. That's why it's
But that doesn't piss you off, though.
I mean, it does, but like no one's gonna change it. Like the All-Star game really pisses me off, and the fact that all the
But
fans.
what does that mean? Like, how does
fact that
what do
all
you mean
the
no one's going to
players-
change it though?
But if
Adam Silver doesn't want to change it.
but
He just
Adam
he just
Silver
sits
doesn't
around.
want to change it. But if there were players who actually cared, they would want to change it.
They don't care.
That's the
But
problem.
so then, if they don't care, it's kind of
Like,
tough.
why should you care?
Yeah.
Fair. Which is why I don't complain when people don't watch the regular season. But come playoff time, if you're not watching, you're missing out. The Knicks game followed up with that Nuggets game might have been the two greatest NBA playoff games in like the last decade.
Tony, level of tightness on Butka. Last comment.
No one tries in the NBA All-Star game. Baseball greater than hockey. I mean, that's just
I don't know.
false.
I
just
would rather
keeps
watch
It's
hockey.
just
going,
honestly,
though.
dude.
It
It's
just
not gonna
keeps
happen,
going.
Michael. You are
You're not
honestly,
producing.
dude. Literally, you're not producing.
He's
Never,
tiptoeing with a
dude.
band.
Josh B says that's why hockey is better than basketball. Listen to this argument.
There we go. Josh B knows.
I mean, it
He's
really
seen
is,
it
dude.
all,
And it is
too.
a better sport. The rules are better. The sport's better. There's actual fighting in it. And if you flop, quote unquote, you get penalized for that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's literally an embellishment penalty. Whereas, like, if I would say hit you with a stick around here and you go, oh, like that, you get the fucking penalty.
Kind of from interesting how Michael's saying that he lost interest in hockey. Used to really love it. Well, kind of interesting. Used to really love it when the Penguins were winning back.
Sounds like a front runner,
cups.
dude. Yeah, sounds like a front runner, dude.
Let's be careful there, buddy.
Dude.
But we could talk about this all day. Obviously, at the end of the day, though, pumped. Rangers won 2-0.
It's huge.
Washington Friday, be there. And of course, we're excited to watch the game with everybody on Sunday at the Horseshoe. So before we wrap up, I think we could just do rapid fire. Go, go, go.
Rapid fire.
Just say the winner. Go. Music, go. Tony, Bruins,
Music,
Maple
go.
Leafs.
Bang.
Who do you
What's
got?
up,
Who do you
dude?
got? Who do you got? Who do you got?
Give me Bruins bouncing back here in Toronto. They win. I'm gonna say, I don't know, 6-4. Bruins in the over there.
Okay, I'm going to say Maple Leafs and the under.
Wow.
Bruins lackluster offensively in this one. Maple Leafs 5-1. Is it 6.5?
I've got to check here. It's got to be 6.5 here. I would imagine. Maybe hold on. That's 5.5.
Okay, so I guess the over. Maple Leafs in the over.
Next up here, Dallas, Vegas Golden Knights here. Over under 5.5 of Dallas minus 165 here. Vegas coming off that great 4-3 win. Mark Stone, Jack Eichel. I know the hype up. I think maybe goes down the rabbit hole a little bit here. Jason Robertson, 2 goals, 1 assist here. He had 1 goal in the first game. I say Dallas wins this game 3-1. Dallas in the under.
Knights in the over. Eichel, Hattie Boom Batty.
Wow.
7-5 Knights. Absolutely insane.
Absolutely insane insanity. Speaking of that, 10 p.m. TBS. We're going to be back in Edmonton as the Oilers take on the Kings here. Over 5.5, dude. You already know it, dude. LA, big bounce back spot. Connor McDavid, the 5 assists is cute. That's not going to happen all day long. Kings can score easily here, I think, on the Oilers. I say they win, and your shutout from Cam Talbot. The Kings win 5-0. Kings in the under.
Speaking of cute, the Kings had a cute 44 wins in the regular season. This is the postseason, Tony, and that is where stars and great teams shine, like Connor McDavid, like Zach Hyman, like Leon Draisaitl, and like Evander Kane and Stuart Skinner, one of the more underrated goalies in the league. Edmonton, 8-0. Oilers in the over, just like that. Everybody, happy birthday, go, go, go.
That's just like that, dude.
Yeah, kind of crazy. But here we are once again. We're jacked up. Great show, great comments. What do we got? What do we got? You're
Domac
laughing.
is immature, dude.
No, I know. I already know.
No,
It's just what you were
stop.
telling me about before. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
And then a couple from
Yes, dude. Josh P says, ha ha ha, got him with the front runner for the Penguins here. Magic Gabriel, love hockey. Bucks to come back. No, that's not it. No. Never liked another team but Pittsburgh. And we didn't say that, by the way.
No, but you're just frustrated that they're not good anymore.
Exactly. You're done with hockey because they're not good anymore. They're not winning back-to-back cups. And then he says, used to really love Doc Emmerich. He retired. That's why I'm not. That's not why. Come on.
Have you heard Sam Rosen talk?
Sam Rosen.
They talk about homework assignments. Listen to Game 3 on MSG. Let me.
He says now the hockey broadcasts are trash. They are not trash. Actually, and by the way, Phil freaking Levy and Messier did a great job last. Steve Levy, that's right.
Yes.
I don't know who Phil Levy is.
Phil Kessel.
Phil Kessel, he should be on the intermission
Bob
report,
Wischusen,
yes, Bob Wischusen, yes, dude. Ray Ferrara, also great job
Canada
between the glass, dude. Yeah, big Canada A guy. So I think the broadcasts are great for hockey, dude.
Michael, I think take a step back from the producing, from the hockey hating. It'll be good for you. But here we are, another great show. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in today and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. As well as check out the archives on the YouTube page from Michael Renee and Jan Costin, the merch at downtimetv.com. We want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees! And we will see you mañana.
Let's go Bucks!
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.